Hey guys, want to give you some good advice that has served me well. And I just want to tell all of you, especially all my business owners that are watching this, and also relates to employees, and it also relates to just everybody in general. But based on my experience, I started 7 companies from scratch, and I've dealt with every single thing you can imagine in business. Every single thing you can imagine, from getting started making 100 grand a year to making 30 million bucks in a year, to having my first pre-owned Ferrari 458 Italia. I think it costed me like 195K. I put $39,000 down and my payment was 2,100, to having a $1 million Ferrari, from getting my first apartment, 1-bedroom apartment in West Hollywood, which was where I wanted to live, and paying $1,500 a month right there. 1-bedroom apartment and right there on Melrose and La Cienega, right there. Little 1-bedroom to a mansion in Bel Air, like crazy. And look, the purpose of this message is, it just shows you what somebody like me, that started from nothing. Okay, and this video might go long, so enjoy this video because I'm speaking from my heart. But I started from nothing, and this video is also a lot about envy. So listen up. I started from nothing. I'm Mexican, first generation here. So I'm Mexican American, first generation here. My parents are from Mexico City. I didn't speak English till I was 6, and I still have an accent. And I got this far in life. I created my personal brand. I created all these relationships with a bunch of billionaires and people that are worth hundreds of millions that are my friends, my close friends. And the biggest thing I learned is that when you build and you start making money, this is what happens, okay? In the beginning, everybody is happy, everybody is growing. There's good times, and everybody's making money. Everybody starts as a fan. They start as big fans, and they tell you things that you want to hear. They say a lot of things like, "You're the best. You're my mentor. I learned so much from you. I love you. You're my bestie. I'm here for life. You guys are amazing," whatever. You guys get the point, right? And then what happens is that as the business grows, certain people grow with you and certain people just get left behind because they don't level up. And so what I'm saying is, in business, and you're all gonna deal through this. You're all gonna go through this, okay? Like, whether you are a business that's making $1 million, $2 million. I remember those days. And then you get to 5 million. Then you get to 10 million. Then you keep growing more and more and more and more. And then eventually, you get to a place where now the company is successful. You go from having 10 agents to having 100 agents to having 300 agents. Same thing, like you go from making 100 grand to 30 million. And then you start realizing, like, some of these people told you, watch out for these people. Some people tell you, hey, I wouldn't trust this person. Watch out for this person. Hey, watch out for this. And then you think, because you're so busy all the time working and grinding and growing the companies and giving people Rolex watches, lending people a lot of money, taking them on private jets, paying for their hotel 5 stars, Ritz Carlton, Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, you name it, bringing them to your house with your family. And at the end of the day, these people, yes, they helped you make a little bit of money, right? But all that money and more went back to them in the form of a gift. in the form of something like what I mentioned that you gave back to them. So in reality, you just cared a lot for these people, and you didn't really make any money. You know, you reinvested the money into them. Not to mention, you know, somebody like me. I'm not saying this to like flex or anything, but people pay me $100,000 for my one-on-one time for mentorship. You give them mentorship. You give people mentorship. You sit down with them for I'm not talking about 1 hour. I'm talking about for hours and hours and hours and hours every month, every year, you know? And so you help them create a better life. But then what happens is, this is the key point right here, all right? And this is for all of you so that it helps you with your decisions. It helps you into, who am I going to believe now? Who am I going to believe? Am I going to believe the person that has the track record, or am I going to believe the fake person? The real person or the fake person? So this is what happens. Some people grow more than others. Some people stay stuck because they just don't want to change. And this happens because they don't want to listen to the right people, and they keep listening to the wrong people. If you are surrounded by negative people, you're going to become like them. All right? And you're going to be around that mud, and it's just going to drown you. It's going to drown you. Things are not going to get any better. They're going to get worse. So if you're surrounded by negative people, you're never going to grow. Because you spend time with somebody like me, I give you value, I give you mentorship, but then you go back to negative people. For example, like your wife, like your friends, like your family, people that you spend your time with. And all that mentorship that I gave you goes down the drain. I can't help people that are around negative people. I can't. And so what happens is, these people, they start as big fans, right? Then they eventually become jealous people. They become jealous of you. And I'm not saying this is everyone, right? There's a lot of beautiful, good people in this world. A lot. There's also a lot of bad people. All right? So these people start off as fans. So they're your fans, big fans. And then what happens is, they become jealous of you, right? They become jealous of you. Then they become envious of you. They become envious of you. Envy is really bad. It's very dangerous, envy. Envy will destroy you, okay? Then that leads to hate. Then they start hating you. And I'm telling you this from personal experience. Look, guys, like I said, I get a lot of views. I have a lot of followers. I have a track record. There is a reason why I have billionaire friends that are very close to me. There is a reason why I've been living in Bel Air for over 2 years. I lived in Truesdale Estates, another mansion in Beverly Hills, for like 3 years. I lived in 10,000 for like almost 4 years or 3, and I paid 20 grand a month to live there. And this, I'm talking about like 6 years ago or more, right? And you guys see my success, my track record, and you see a lot of people come and go, and you also see me every year. I level up, no matter how much the times change, difficulties, recessions. I always continue to level up, and I always add more people. I add more people. So the bad people, they go, but I always add better people. I add 10 people, I get 8 good people, and I get 2 bad ones. And sometimes these bad ones, they show their true colors after 5 years, after 6 years, at 2 years, at 3 years. They're all different, right? They come and go. But a magic number is 5 years. When you have people around, give them 5 years and they'll show you their true colors, you know? So when you make decisions in life, think about this. This is perfectly normal. I talk about this with all my mentors that are billionaires worth hundreds of millions of dollars, right? Very close to these friends. And they tell me the same thing. It's normal. Make these decisions. Stick to your core values and stick to the things that got you here, that you believe in. You don't have to change anything. Stick to it. And, all the decisions that I make are because a billionaire mentor or one of my friends that have, $100 million companies, they give me the blueprint. They give me the advice. I listen to them. And that is why I am where I am. And the sad part is that, people become haters. People become big time haters. And it's up to them to grow. Just like I started 10 years ago, making $100,000 a year, going through a lawsuit, right? Getting and beginning my entrepreneur business man career. And it took a while, but I always grew every single year. And a lot of people stayed behind because of them, not because of me. So remember, I'm talking to you right now. I'm talking to you. So a lot of people are going to stay behind, not because of you, but because of them. Make sense? This is a lesson for all of you, because I just want to help everybody here get the right source, the right advice from the right source. There's a lot of people that are doing bad right now because of them, and this is what they're doing. Talking. A bunch of nonsense. They're just talking about themselves, right? Most people are just talking about themselves. And check it out. What I want you to do here is cut all the negative people. Cut them out. Cut all negative people. Unfollow them on social media. You don't have to be hearing negative people. Cut them out from your life. Stop communication with them and get new friends. Find new friends, just like I did. Okay, this is what helped me. I found new friends. I created new relationships. I leveled up in life. All right? And stay away from the news, and instead you create the news. All the gossip, ignore it. You create the gossip. Make sense? So you create the news. You don't watch the news. You create it. And the perfect way to stick to this is get rid of all the white space in the calendar. Don't have any white space in the calendar. No white space in the calendar. Stay so busy that you don't have time to do anything that's not productive. Make sense? So watch the source of your advice, and remember that decisions carry a lot of power. Write this down. Decisions carry a lot of power. Okay? One decision can completely destroy your life and your family's life. So make your decision a very, very, very wise one. Be careful with the decisions you make today, because those can really affect and impact the rest of your life.